the people who have been living as imposters in place of God's true people, true Israel, and that part is called incoming. The synagogue of Satan will fall. And there God was reading very many surprising things about the false Israel, the false Jews. They call themselves Jews, but they are not, for they do lie. Touching on Revelation 2 and 9, Revelation 3 and 9, speaking of the people who now live in the Middle East under the blue and white flag, and they call themselves the nation of Israel. God was contrasting them and the way they live, their duplicity, their camouflage, their criminal activity, which even includes destabilizing nations around the world, funding wars around the world, messing with international currency to crush nations, things like that. And a very evil people, God was saying, and he said he will expose these people because they have robbed nations blind of their resources and their savings, and they have set up global finances in a way so that all money flows directly into their pockets. Jews own the banks, Jews own the stock exchanges, Jews own the levy systems. Jews own the land. Jews own the cities. Jews own the television and the radio and the internet and the information systems. Indeed, said our Heavenly Father, Jews own the world, and you are just sleeping in it until now, but the time has come to expose them. He showed how much they are integrated into the top financial systems, the top political system, even the highest part of politics in the land, which is the White House. And God says that all the time these people hide under a false narrative. He says they are an imposter nation that tries to appear as Jacob to the world. And he says they have done diabolical deeds, but they are false, a fabrication, a lie, and the workings of men's mind, meaning that the setting up of that state in 1948 was basically a bright, grand idea that came about because of the United Kingdom and the United States and a few other key partners and allies working together and then claiming that it was the fulfillment of God's regathering of his people. But the Lord has sharply declined this narrative in many prophecies. God says that he will humble these people and crush them. He will erase their money. Everything that they have will be taken from them. He called them wearers of Esau's clothing, pretenders to an inheritance. And he says that he will drive them out from his land in the Middle East so that they wander from land to land. That means they will be going from country to country, trying to gain entry into the other countries. But God says they will be utterly unable to find a new home, meaning that other nations will not be willing to receive the Jews when God drives them out of that land.